With the trade war and rising food costs, you don't want to unnecessarily throw out food. Research shows that Canadian households waste about $1,400 worth of food every year. Before throwing it out, there are things you can do to save money on food. Joining us now are home economist Getty Stewart and French kiss cook Alix Loiselle. Good morning to both of you.
Good morning.
Thank you so much for joining us. Now, this is something I commonly do in my family. We buy the groceries. We have brand new groceries at home, produce, fruit, whatever, and then they go bad very quickly because there are things you should do when you first buy them to ensure that they last long, right?
Exactly. So we've teamed up with lovefoodhatewaste.ca for a 4-week challenge. You can go on the website, check it out.
Yeah.
But here today, we'll throw at you some quick little tips on how to make your fruits and vegetables last a lot longer.
Okay, we're going to start with the cucumber.
For the cucumber, it comes wrapped tightly like this, okay?
Yep.
And you're never going to use most of it. You're not going to use all of it.
Right.
So you're going to cut it. As soon as you cut some of it off, you want to take the whole plastic off of the cucumber, and moisture is your enemy when fruit and vegetables go bad. So you want to wrap the rest of the cucumber
With the wrapping off.
with the wrapping off,
Yes.
okay,
Yeah.
in paper towel, and you want to put it in a plastic bag, which you will keep open.
Okay.
In the crisp drawer.
Here's another question, and really, if you use this Ziploc bag, can you reuse it for the next cucumber the next time? Okay, good. Good
There
to
you
know.
go. Similar with idea with the carrots.
Okay.
You're gonna cut the tops off of the carrots once you bring them into your home.
Yeah.
And same thing, you're gonna place them in a plastic bag with a paper towel to absorb extra moisture with the bag open in the crisp drawer.
You want it to breathe.
You want it to breathe and absorb the extra moisture with the paper towel.
Right, okay.
Once you cut the carrots, you want to place them in a plastic sealed container like this one.
Yep.
In water.
Yep.
And it'll keep a lot longer.
Wow, that's great advice, because this often you get to the end of the cucumber and it's soggy and gross and smushy and there's
Exactly.
liquid all over your crisper.
Yeah, and that with the plastic on it, right? It doesn't let it breathe and it just like starts to shrivel
Okay.
up, right?
Same rule goes with the fruits here as well. You got blueberries, you got strawberries. I often hear my husband tells me, don't wash them. Why is that?
That's great advice because, again, as Alix said, moisture is your enemy. So when you have your berries, don't wash them until you're ready to use them.
Okay.
And you could even go a step further and add a little bit of an absorbent towel to absorb any extra moisture that might be in those containers. But these clamshells aren't horrible. I would just add that paper towel. It allows a little bit of air circulation, so I would keep them in there, but add that paper towel.
So you recommend taking the strawberries out, putting the paper towel on the bottom, putting them back in without washing, without cutting off the tops.
Right.
Okay.
And that way you will notice if there's any oogie ones in there already, get them
out of there.
out. Yeah.
Okay.
Herbs, another one. So some herbs you can leave like a bouquet of flowers, add a little bit of water. This parsley would love some water. It's starting to droop. Put some water in there and put the whole thing in the fridge. You can cover it with a bag just to keep the leaves from drying out. But dry herbs like this rosemary, again, notice I have the absorbent towel in a little dish and I can cover it and store it like that. So there's dry herbs, or there's fresh leafy herbs that could use a little bit of water. An alternative, if you think this is going to spill in your fridge, wrap this in damp paper towel and then put it in a baggie.
Okay.
And away you go with
Now, when it is sitting in the fridge with water in it, do you change the water often, or do you?
Yeah, you definitely want to keep that fresh.
Okay.
And again, just read the clues, read the room. It's going to tell you
if it looks really gross, change it.
Change it. Yeah,
Anything
same with
else?
your carrots too.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then
So surprisingly, you know, we think having a beautiful bowl of fruit on our counter is a good thing, and it is. It encourages some snacking, but extras should go in the fridge. That's apples, and do you see those beautiful tomatoes over there? The rule is never ever put tomatoes in the fridge. We're going to break that rule because if your tomatoes are on the verge of going back, put them in your fridge and then make sauce out of them.
okay, thank you. Great advice. Thank you so much.
Thank you.